Sadat Kumbali, he on the track, my Asian brother, compadre. This is Freedom Ring 2. The animals we mind, the plants we grow, they don't discriminate. The food we eat, the organ we have in our body don't discriminate when you have to transplant and you know. So why are we discriminating each other? Why do we not love each other, spread our wings together? You know what I mean? So fuck you, we don't like it. This is Freedom Ring. In the Arctic or in the tropic, from the Arctic to the tropic, we do our thing in these seasons. We enjoy the joy it brings. So let freedom ring. The fruit of the loom is on the limb as it begins to fly like birds with wings. For those queens and kings in these seas or oceans, seafood swim freely with gills or fin. You rather we future fin because of a color of our skin. You rather commit the sin. We are average folks living in hopes. Civil rights can't be revoked. We are now able to vote. We are now able to vote. We are the fucking average folks. We are the average folks living in hopes. Civil rights can't be revoked. We are able to vote. We are now able to vote. We are the average folks. We are the average folks living in hopes. Civil rights can't be revoked. We are now able to vote. On our neck, no rope. Our life and legacy, justice and peace for minority, no longer targeted by the beast in air, land or at sea. In the belly, show love, not hate, to primate, mortal. We are all perfect people created equal, criminal, evil. Shouldn't be treated like the devil. We are in need of the hook. We are indeed of the hook. We are indeed of the hook. We are what we breed. We are indeed of the hook. What we breed. Our scholars and crook. Our seed is a part of the book of life. Nor geek to thug. We are colors of right. Black, brown, red, yellow to white. We are primate, you need to fucking appreciate. We primate, we ape, you need to appreciate what your mother and father create from the passion they make without using a condom or rubber. Without using the condom or rubber, from the passion they make. My father and mother, this is what they create. Me, sexy, handsome, stud. All these chicks just love. The pursuit of happiness should be spread across the earth and allowed us to flourish. Our liberty statue is a message. We are not slavery. We are not in slavery bondage with our moral and value damage. The pursuit of happiness should not be spread. The pursuit of happiness should be spread across the earth and allowed us to flourish. Our liberty and statue is a message. We are not slavery. We are not in slavery. Our liberty and statue, the pursuit of happiness should be spread across this earth and allowed us to flourish. Our liberty and statue is a message. We are not in slavery bondage with our moral and value damage. Free democracy, our amendment and constitution of politics with opportunity for equality. Republican and Democrat have our loving nation trapped. Specialists to communists, socialists, Republican and Democrat have a loving nation trapped. Socialists and communists, they have we in the mix. 666, police station, precinct and district, judge, jury and magistrate, your lordship, syndicate to supreme culprit. My future at stake, Congress and Senate, scale and weight. Have me feel my fate from how you discriminate. My future at stake, my future at stake, my future at stake. Congress and Senate, scale and weight. Have me feel my fate from how you discriminate. Our system has to be fair and just, sincere to trust for victim and assailant, thus plaintiff and defendant, thus. Our system have to be fair and just, sincere to trust for victim and assailant, thus plaintiff to defendant, us. It's all in a dream. The headline read, I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live it out. The truth meaning of greed. I have the dream, it's all a part of a gene, it's all a part of a dream, it's all a part of a gene, a genetic gene, it's all a part of a genetic gene. The headline read, I have a dream, this One day, I have that dream, I have a dream. This is all in my genetic, my dream, it's all in my genetic gene. I have that gene, I have that dream, it's all in my genetic gene, it's all in my genetic gene, it's all in my genetic gene. I have that dream, it's all in my genetic gene. The headline read, I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out that true meaning of creed. In time for dust to stretch and spread our extremities and limb, please let us let freedom ring for the sake of those offspring. Sermon, pose and vet those younger queens and kings, so their future will no longer be grim as our planet turns. Now it's our turn as our kingdom spin. Let us let freedom ring to earn. Don't worry about the color of our skin in the biblical story. Drum major, instinct, or victory, triumph. God gets the glory if we are deaf, dumb, and blind and dumb. In the biblical story, in the biblical story, in the biblical story, drum major instinct. In the biblical story, drum major instinct, or victory, triumph. God gets the glory. Drum major in the biblical story, in the biblical story, in the biblical story, drum major instinct or victory, triumph. God gets the glory if we are deaf, blind, and dumb. Me and you at war, what did I speak? For when we are mocked to beat, kicked to the street to be killed for malice and prejudice. Please stop the racism. This have us facing death in prison. What I am is what I am. What I am is what I am. A Homo sapien. What I am is that I am. A Homo sapien. That ape, now man, from the pain and suffering. Your aim is not a no-win. From the pain and suffering. From the pain and suffering, your aim is a no-win. As you commit sin, let us let freedom ring for these younger queens and kings. For the sake of human, let them be who they can. Spread their wings and fly free, just like the dawn. From the sake of our offspring, from the sake of our offspring, for our sistren and brethren, those younger queens and kings, please let us let freedom ring. They are whom will one day make room. Dwarf and goon, so let's pray we are not doomed to shape our future from the past for a brighter and better. That's for Danya to last. Remove that foot out your ass. Let us let freedom reign forevermore. You're gonna remember my name, Dantiana Rain, straight from the door. A testament of hope, of radical queen and king, is no joke of delinquent. We are all in need of space. We are all in need of space. You can't cock black the human race in the Arctic or the tropics. We do our thing to where we enjoy this season, the very joy it brings. From the Arctic to the tropics, we do our thing. From the Arctic to the tropics, we do our thing. From the Arctic to the tropics, we do our thing. From the Arctic to the tropics, we do our thing to where the season and climate change. From the Arctic to the tropics, we do our thing. From the Arctic to the tropics, we do our thing to where there's season and climate change. We enjoy the very joy it brings, which is not strange, for the sake of our offspring, for the sake of our offspring, the younger queens and king. Please let us let freedom ring. It's time for them to stretch and spread their extremities and limb. In a time like this, when the world becomes so grim, you better think about who they are and what they do, and the animal that doesn't discriminate, me and you. You know, the air don't discriminate, the tree don't discriminate, the plant don't discriminate, the breeze don't discriminate, the water you drink don't discriminate, the fucking life you live don't discriminate. You could appear as a fucking dog or ape. You better think about what you know, how you're gonna shape. Your future is at stake, mankind. So let us let freedom ring for the queen and king, so they could do their motherfucking thing. La Costa Nostra, they don't have to look over their shoulder. La Costa Nostra, so they don't have to look over their shoulder. They could live a better and a brighter future for mañana, tomorrow. Fuck you, you want to create the Omega, but we still living in the Alpha, motherfucker. The International Dan, PBBD. You know what it is.